All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's daily ATS meeting. Glad to have each and every one of you on. Today is Monday. Money Monday, my day Monday, motivation Monday, whatever. All right, let's make sure it's something positive about Monday. I'm about to hand it over because he has the screen on, okay? Founder and CEO of the ATSJR companies, millionaire and billionaire maker, creator, innovator, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
All right, thank you. Good morning, everybody. I do appreciate you being here. We've got a few things to discuss, and always a bunch of hopeful and insightful things as well. My first thing on the priority is one of our members, or one of you, asked for prayer this morning, so we want to honor that. You have a situation, and you want that situation to work in your favor. We're going to pray for you immediately. God, we come to you right now and we ask that this particular person has favor in their situation. But since we're here, Lord, don't just stop at them. Come around on all of us. We would appreciate favor in all our situations. If it works out for us, we appreciate extra favor. And if it does not work out for us, we still appreciate that same extra favor. Because we have decided in our experience, you will reign supreme. You will go before us and fight battles we have not seen. Go before us and fight battles we just can't fight ourselves. So we are not just asking, but we are open and receptive to the receiving of this life is working for us, including our most difficult situations, instead of only working on us. Amen. And Jesus' name and stuff. All right, good. And don't just stop at that person. I can use some favor too. Yeah, I don't know about y'all. What about you, Janice? You want some favor? Okay. I can
Amen.
give me
Yes,
some
sir,
favor
for
too.
sure.
Since you pouring out.
While on
you're
others.
already
Okay.
there, Lord.
Okay. That's it. Don't pass
Well,
me by
keep
now.
tipping
Hold on.
that favor. Yes. Yes. Might as well keep tipping that favor. That's what I'm talking about. All righty. Janice, read your private message real quick. I believe I did something intelligent for you.
I don't see anything.
It's there now.
Okay.
The last word is misspelled.
Great.
Did something very smart. I figured you was from our conversation. I felt okay. I figured that but you know what? You did all right, Antonio. Keep doing a good job. I figured that I did that Saturday or Friday or Saturday. One of them, they kind of blend in together, but I sure enough did.
Cool.
Right,
Cool.
good,
I wanted to do that, so cool. Thank you.
But you see, I just figured, just go ahead, just do a little conversion. See,
Yeah.
There you go. I got
that
you.
works. Thank you.
I got you. Outstanding. All righty then. So let me just read one more message. I need to add a credit. And pay for. Bam. All right. Christmas is coming up. Holidays is coming up. Or at least the time of relaxation. What is this? What would be the end of the week, Grace? What day is Christmas?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, you church folk gonna have a time, ain't you? Right. Oh,
Listen,
church folk gonna
Lord,
have
Christmas
a time.
and New Year's is on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, New Year's is gonna be a little bit difficult. Because y'all gonna be doing sunrise service, the overnight service. You're gonna be like, come to church at 9:30
overnight
at
service.
night. When come to
I know
church
what
at
you're talking
9:30 at night, and we're gonna hold y'all to the gunshots to go off.
That's it.
And we'll all get out of here by 1. And then, for you real church folk, we'll see you at 7 in the morning too. Right out of that. So you ain't gonna enjoy New Year's too much, but the Christmas you might enjoy. The sermon may even taste better. It may even taste better on Sunday. Now, if you's of the church, only one kind of sermon you should be hearing on Christmas, a baby Jesus.
Oh,
Hear that about, yeah, that's the only he need to be a baby, Grace. Ain't that right? That's it.
That's it.
On Easter, he needs to be risen.
That's it.
All right. On Easter and on Christmas, he needs to be a baby. Is that right?
Yeah.
At least that's how it works in Baptist world. All right, good. Well, I'll leave you Christians alone for right now. I'll probably come back to y'all later. Probably come back. Christmas Sunday. Look at that, boy. Y'all gonna have a good time. So that's this Sunday coming up.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I shall be out of town,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we might do this all the way up to Friday. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I'll keep thinking. We'll see. We'll see with Adonia. Adonia, what's your work schedule like? When they letting you off? If they let her off.
Well, I'm not letting them let me off. I decided to take a few extra days off. So I'll be working through Wednesday and leaving very early on Thursday, only because I'm picking my brother from the airport. So I have about 4 days, maybe 4 or 5 days off.
All right. Look at that.
All right,
Bubble
big
baths
sis.
and champagne.
That's it.
Yeah. She might take a bubble bath at 2 p.m. in a day, Grace. You never know. I mean, golly, you enjoying your day, or you having a very bad day when you jump in the tub at 2 p.m. It's one or the other. It'll be just a bad day. Yeah, buddy. All right, good. Let's see. I'll decide on Christmas. Maybe we'll do all that stuff here. The holidays. We'll make that work. Money. Let's talk about money. Who needs money? Raise it down.
Yes.
All right.
Money.
Okay.
Money. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, then. All right. I want Antoine. I know you are. Grace, I know you are, but I want you merging with Antoine on the referrals for the solar, right? Because that'll be easy for him. You can even do that with Phil and Susan as well. And I don't know if solar can go in Florida. You have to get with Ken first. I'm not sure. Yeah. You have to get with Ken first. But see if they know somebody in Texas. That thing with Grace is just referral. Her and Ken would do all the work. But those commissions are $500 and up. Some of them $5,000. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Can't say nothing else wrong. I don't really know what to say after that. For me, I wouldn't mind a $5,000 commission.
Go get that money.
Yeah. Put it on my credit card. Oh, would. All right. In the chat, I just posted something. The price went up drastically. I told you three. Well, actually, we're not even going to tell you the price. You're going to reach out to Grace. You'll find out privately because I don't feel like going back and forth with y'all. Price went up. You should listen the first time. If you look in the chat, all the folks who took advantage of learning how to build video games are blessed. Before I go, let me see. Otis, can you talk? We're going to see. I mean, if he can.
Yes, I can talk.
Outstanding. Can you tell them what we're getting ready to do and how you in particularly are going to benefit with your relatives and lineage?
Definitely. So I think already right now the class is starting off extremely strong and full of a lot of potential. And that, I think, is an understatement because we are just limited by what you can create in your own mind of what the future holds in this class for us. Now, when I was in the class, my niece and nephew were back over my shoulder, and they are 9 and 10. They are also invited to the class and will be learning also with me. And that's pretty much their life. It's always, can I play on this game? Can I play this game? Can I play this game? So they will also have a chance to not only create games that they will be playing, but to learn also in a skill that can pay them into the future. And again, they're limited by their imaginations too. So I am thankful I bit at the opportunity when I did.
Outstanding. I sure appreciate you. I heard that. Come on, man. That was better than what I could have said. Yes. They're going to build 17 games with me at minimum. Starting next week, what we're doing, Jerome, is we're building classic arcade games. Starting next week, they build Pong. Y'all remember Pong? Pong, and then they're going to build this in this order. Not next week, Saturday. Oh, well, Saturday's going to be. You know what? We're still going to do it. Forget it. Christmas Eve. It'll be fine. It's just one thing. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to wait. Grace, make sure. Oh, look at Ibrahim, y'all. Look at Ibrahim. Oh, yay. Hello. We follow you on Instagram. That's his wonderful wife. You're awesome. Definitely. Now, he just reminded me, Deanna, if you could, those kids, remember those kids? My kid. So if y'all try to give Ibrahim a review, make sure y'all don't do what I did. I don't have a card on file. Oh, so if that case, Deanna, while I'm talking, take your dad's card off file right now. And then my kids bought Woman King the day before. And since I buy so much on Amazon, they charge my account. But I ain't got no card on file with Janice. So it wouldn't let me leave Ibrahim a review. But Deanna, while I'm talking, if you can put 7384 on file, let them charge that $20. And then
okay, because Amazon will find money. Oh, this card don't work. Okay. Oh, I got one. Amazon will find it.
Yeah. Deanna, dad just used my account yesterday. Was it yesterday, Deanna? Just used my account. I mean, if he don't move it, they gonna charge his card, which I don't mind. I don't mind. Two things in this universe I don't mind: using your money and you filling my tank up after you use my car. I don't mind either one of these things.
Well, amen.
All right. I don't mind either one of these things.
Look at the chat of what your big sis. Look at what your big sis said.
About Pong is my level of technology. That's it. That's it. That's about it. So we are the two lines and the ball going back and forth. That's it. All right, so this Saturday on what is called Christmas Eve, on this Saturday, we will be there, 8 in the morning, and we're gonna build Pong. Because the way I do it, Janice, ain't no sense in me giving you theory of games. Get your butt in here and just deep in the pool and build one. You understand? Don't get it out. That's the only way you're gonna learn, immersive learning. The second game we're gonna build the next week is Asteroid. These classic arcade games. This when y'all was putting quarter in machines, standing up all day. And then Bomberman, Brick Breaker, Centipede, Donkey Kong, Frogger, Pac-Man, Snake, Space Invaders, Tetris, and then it's going to take me 5 to 6 weeks to rebuild Super Mario. Congratulations to everyone in the video gaming school. Once y'all clap for them, they're going to be building Super Mario and stuff as well. Come on.
Woo!
What I'm talking about. That being said, if they make changes, which they will, after they're gonna learn with me, and they're gonna work, then we can make changes. And then change the name, make changes. Those are all their games. So somebody or all of
Antonio, check this out.
Yes, sir. That is beautiful.
This is Middle East's biggest library, dude. Look at that.
Wow, that is
Yeah.
one heck of a library. Considering that all books, wow, look at that building. Considering all the first books came from what we call the Middle East anyway, I'm assuming that's a really good library.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I'm assuming that's a really good library for sure. Man, it's beautiful. Y'all saw that staircase? It looked like it was off of Inception movie. But they're gonna build all those video games. All you have to do is rebuild those games, start an LLC, make a few changes, boom, go on, put it out there, you'll be good to go. Those are your games. So at the very least, all those are 2D games, and then when it comes to 3D, that's going to take me a little longer. You'll build, they're going to build a horror game and a massive online multiplayer shooting game. This means a first-person shooter or third-person shooter that other people online can join and play. That's pretty cool. That's all my skill set, because I've been working on that for a long time, maybe 5 years now, building video games. All my skill set. And if you want to join, you're going to reach out to Grace or put your name in the chat. Put your name in the chat. Reach out to Grace. Worry about what it costs. We'll tell you. Take your time. We'll just move on. So put your name in the chat and reach out to Grace. Why? Because, guess what? In 12 weeks, you'll have enough skill set. You ready? To go test at any video game company, including Microsoft and Sony, make $160,000 a year. I dare you look up what video game engineers make on average. Y'all clap for these daring folk who decided that they're going to get into the metaverse, and the metaverse ain't going to leave them behind. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. One of the fastest ways to get to the metaverse is video gaming, because basically the metaverse is one big video game. Cool? Outstanding. Melissa, where's Melissa? Are you jet lagged? We want to thank Melissa for coming down all the way from Reno, Texas. Reno, Nevada. Yeah, she flew all the way down and had a good 2 days, and then she bossed us around all weekend, Janice. She bossed us around. Sure did. Are you jet lagged? She stay on a flight somewhere, y'all. You
Oh
want
no,
buddy
I'm
pass.
a little jet lagged.
I know, sure. You not tell me. That's the one thing I get all the time. I always get jet lag. It never fails. Never fails. And then she went 2 hours backwards too, y'all. She went 2 hours. She lost 2 hours coming here and gained them back now. She really off. She's really off. Well, we'll come back to her tomorrow when she can open up her eyes properly. Open up her eyes. So she's doing well there. Grace, today's topic is going to be getting better at your one idea. Getting better at your one idea. There we go. Getting better at your one idea. Let's treat this like I'm gonna treat this like a keynote. Here is my introduction. Have you all been broke? I got my entire audience. The fight
Yes,
is
sir.
for okay. All right. The fight is for prosperity. The fight is not about how hard this is, how long it's going to take. I should have been there already. Well, now, where my overthinkers at? I should have graduated already. Y'all don't want to. I should have been married already. I said I was going to be married by 30 and retired by 32. Well, where my overthinkers at? Is that y'all? I was going to retire at 20. Now you 50. Nowhere near retirement. Since we know this, how do we get better at this? There are 2 months that are always going to suck in business traditionally. It does not mean it has to suck for you, but these 2 months always suck. There's different reasons why. It just is what it is. That first being August, that last being December. I've got a few reasons why, smart reasons. But let's build from there. If you look at businesses, it's one of the great ways to know when businesses are going to just really, really suck. Is look at a network marketing company, or some digital company that sells like movies or something. You'll always see a Christmas special, half off. That ain't got nothing to do with festivities. That's got everything to do with you buying everywhere else, so you're no longer buying over here. So let me make it easier for you, just so we're clear. And in August, you get burnt out from all the buying you had to do that summer because some doggone kids is now eating, and the school ain't feeding them no more. Yep, and now you got to get them school clothes and all that stuff back, and taxes, depending on how you pay your taxes. You'll see a lot of deals in August too. There's a lot of deals in August. Think about it. I can't think of a holiday in August. They make one up. They call it tax day, stuff like that. But there's always deals in August. Because that's when things traditionally slow down. So let's build off of that. What are you going to do, Adonia, when your business slows down?
I guess I better act like August, huh? Do we need to put stuff on sale with discounts and deals? You get 2 for 1 and all that stuff.
All that stuff, right? This is all that stuff. Y'all hear? You got to do deals, 2 for 1, all that. You know why? Am I telling you drop your prices? Nope. Am I telling you to add to your inventory or just throw your business off by discounting and coming up with sales? No. What I am telling you is your business will get slow. Do you have a plan? So let's rewind the whole thing I said. I remember I looked at the clock, Grace. I saw that 8:20. Looked at it. For 4 minutes, I said one thing, Antoine. I opened up my statement by saying, 2 months guaranteed to suck. Okay. Your business is guaranteed to slow. Now, if you're an entrepreneur and you thinking like me, then you saying, well, damn, Antonio, every day August and every day December for me. That's what you said. If you act like Antonio, what am I supposed to do? Let's spend the rest of our call
You better get out of
planning.
people's heads, okay?
Man, shoot. Let's spend the rest of our call planning for a slow business. Is that okay? One of the easiest ways to get out of a slow time is to respect referrals. That's why I started off with Antoine, because my mind was already there. Respect referrals. We don't do this enough. I'm not sure what's wrong with us, Janice. I'm not. It's not a pride thing. I know it's not a pride. Like, why don't we accept referrals? I know it's not a pride thing. I know that's not the case. Someone, one for sure is, well, I just don't think about it, Antonio. So we can knock that one off the table. But put that one down, Grace. You don't use referrals to grow your business because you just don't think about it. I asked somebody one time, well, what's holding you back from being a millionaire? I ain't never thought about it being one. I was like, that makes some damn sense. That makes sense. I mean, that was a rock solid answer. Can't say anything about that one. Rock solid. You flat out just don't think about your sub business. So now that we got that one out the way, Grace, from you personally, and let me give y'all some slack. You don't have to tell me about this version of you. You can tell me about the older versions of you. It's not my intention to embarrass you. So let's make this very clear. If somebody says something, they're talking about a lower version of themselves. Now, for all of you who need a present answer, just say the present version of yourself and hide behind the past version of yourself, and we won't know the difference. We won't know the difference. But you got to be careful, Jerome, when you talk to highly elevated folks. They think everything they say is going to be against them. Well, I'm not going to say I'm having a slow. It's not slow. It's just not catching up. I get it. I know you wordsmithers are out there, but can we be practical just for a moment and admit that our gardens don't grow seeds all year round? Can we at least admit that there's a time for harvest? All right, at least admit that. They want their seeds to grow all year long, Grace. God could do anything. I know. God can do anything. In the seasons God has prepared for this universe.
Watch yourself.
All right. So now that we got you blessed and highly favored folk out the way, we can have a real conversation now. Right? Because I want you to tell me how broke you are so I can fix it. I'm just temporarily out of money. I know. I get it. Grace.
Yes, sir.
We don't use refer you, an older version of you, excuse me. Now it can be present version, it can be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Older version of you don't use referrals. Why?
Okay, now that first one is correct.
We don't maximize our opportunity to use referrals. Okay, go ahead.
That first one is very correct. You don't think about it. I don't think about it. But the second one is, I wasn't the leader they were looking for. Because every time if I get a referral, I'd be like, man, yeah, I got 12 referrals. Okay. And then as soon as I get ready to call them,
Deanna.
As soon as I get ready to call them, in my head, I'm like, please don't answer the phone. Please don't answer the phone.
Okay. That would have been mine, Grace. That would have been mine. I would have had it. It was just one answer field for me. I just don't feel like jumping on the phone. That was going to be my answer. That was going to be my answer. Now that could have been in the past days. It would have been fear of phones. And these days I just don't feel like it. That would have been my answer right there. I just don't feel like it. I just don't feel like jumping on the phone. All right, good. So Grace, me and you, we got a commonality going on there.
Me
Okay.
too.
What else you got?
Yes.
Are you okay? Brandon said her too.
Don't answer the phone. Please don't answer the phone because I don't really want to talk.
No, that's right. It's crazy how we went from don't text me, call me, into don't call me, text me. That took about 10 years to switch on this field. That took 10 years, and that's it. That's all it took.
Okay.
I'm old school, y'all. You young folks text too much. Now it's you young folk call too much. How many y'all offended by unannounced FaceTime or unannounced messenger call on your Facebook? Those are disrespectful, huh? Like if you call me on Messenger, we are broken up. Whoever we are, I got to unfollow you. All right, go ahead, Deanna.
Oh no, I was
Oh,
responding to what you were saying.
I had
Yeah, that's right.
I had another
No, give me
reason.
some more, Grace. Give me some more.
So when you do answer, okay, I get a little nervous because I feel like you're gonna tell me no, okay. And even though I've been doing sales and calling for 8 years now, I still don't want to hear you tell me no. I call the rest of Antoine's list Thursday or Friday. Every last one of them jokers said, no, I'm not interested. Thank you. Oh, all right. you know, but and I was like, oh, okay, well, let's keep going. But I do have one gentleman that said, well, it's Christmas time. Get back to me in January. Not a problem. I get that. So
that makes sense. I just told Apple that same thing. I just told Apple that same thing yesterday. They called me, hey. Y'all just hold on right now. I'll talk to you in January. So did. I literally just told Apple that. So did. Sandra said, want to avoid an ass attitude. That's a good one. I don't want to talk to. That's a real. That's a real one. That's real. Like that is.
Because especially when you're talking to people, even with referrals, when you're talking to people that don't know and they answer the phone, and I call you by name, you can hear that tone of how you know me and how you get my number. So I immediately go into who I am and how I got your number. Hey, Antoine Turner gave me your number. Oh, okay. They let the guard down. So yeah.
Yeah.
But Antonio, I think a lot of us, I don't like to be sold to. It's annoying to me. I don't know why. I just don't like it. So we got to try to either change the narrative about selling and thinking about your languaging just value. When we were asking for something like you don't know me and you asking me to do something intimate. That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's you. I don't know you. So there's potentially how we do it. We may, and I don't know what that would look like. Needs to change a little bit. You're calling me and automatically you want something. And that's hard, the value. I don't know how to do it. I don't even have a suggestion, but I think if we can figure out how to do it without just automatically, because I'm already suspect as soon as I answer the phone, you call
me. You're right. She said something. She said about 3 things in there that are vital importance. The value is just the easiest way to go. But this idea of being sold to is rampant in our society, and it gets worse every second because now that you are connected to the internet, as a marketer, my job is to mess up your connection. As a marketer, when they came out with Rolodex cards, as a marketer, my job was to mess that up. You went from, I'm going to have grandma here. Yeah, I'm going to put my uncle. Johnny just graduated from college. And Antonio went. You can put businesses there too. Put me there. And put my other. No matter what technology you come up with as a marketer and salesperson, my job is to mess that up. You've got mail. Remember, y'all used to read every single line of your email. You were happy to hear it. You felt important. And now you're like, oh my God, I got an email. Marketers, salespeople ruin every great technology. Now I remember text message used to be sacred. Now you get you got to respond, stop, 0. I don't want these no more to these text messages. Okay. Well, Donia is right, and when I'm bringing up, using those examples to bring up, because every second y'all are being sold. So by the time you relax, Grace calls you and interrupts your relaxation and say, "Hey, how's it going? Can I sell you something?" So you're right. We do need to change the narrative for sure, but the odds of that happening. I think Donald Trump and Barack Obama would be eating sweet potato pie before the end, together. That's the odds. Fishing buddies, those are the odds there. It's like uninvited solicitation of sales. Yeah. Now the strongest thing in Donia said, I like the way she said it, because I say same thing, but I like the way she said it. I'm gonna start saying it that way. I don't know you, and you asking me to do something intimate. What a great way to say that. Walk up on Jerome. Hey, can I kiss your neck? Don't even. That's basically what we do. Walk up on you. I don't. Bro, give me your credit card number. That's crazy. All right, so we got referrals. We're going to use referrals. We're coming back to this in a second. Let me finish building this great foundation. Okay, Grace, I'm going to use you as an example. All right, so you said, but I used it first and it still didn't work. All right. The next obvious answer is attention, but we're going to skip attention because I did a whole day or two on attention last week. So we're going to skip that. The Grace goes, but I still ain't working. I got referrals and I got attention. It's still not working. Now, I got to ask you a tough question now, Grace. What the hell are you saying to these people? Because if you getting in front of referrals is not working, then you working is the problem. We need to fix that.
That's right. That's right.
All right, we need to fix that. Okay. So write down, Grace, your presentation and your words. Those are two different things. The presentation and your words. Words being sales copy in this case. Presentation being exactly what it sounds like, how you are presenting your information.
Uncle Jerome has
Now
his mic. I think he'd like to say something.
Oh, go ahead, sir. You look good too, by the way. You look extra happy this morning.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but where you're going is what was running through my head when you were talking to Grace. When I used to be an Army recruiter, that's
a whole sales position. That's a whole sales position.
And one of the things that ran through my head when Grace was talking, she's talking to Antoine's referrals. One of the things that was running through my head was, number one, is that you've got those who you sold and you've got those who you're trying to sell. And in both cases, you want to get referrals. Whether you make the sale or whether you don't make the sale, you want to be able to get a referral. One of the things that ran through my head when Grace was talking was, and I used to do this, was that I'd have the boldness to ask for a referral, especially if they like what I had to say. They like what I had to say, whether they bought or not. They like what I had to say. I'd go, oh, by the way, do you know anybody else I could speak to about Army opportunity, blah, blah, like that? But when I would ask for a referral and when I would get a referral, I didn't stop there. I would ask, number one, is it okay if I use your name when I speak to them? And I would ask them, hey, tell me a little bit something about them. Because one of the important things we're trying to get a sale is rapport. So if you can identify with them something that's important to them and they don't know, you're like, ooh. And that's that lead in. So that's what was running through my head in reference to not wanting to do it. But then when I got to do it, not just asking for a referral, but saying, hey, can I tell them that I got it? And if they said no, I'd say, okay, thank you, appreciate that. but tell me a little bit about where do you know them from? What do you guys do together? How many kids they got? And all those, I put those little notes there. And when I call them on the phone, I'm gonna drop it up in there. Hello.
No, that's a good point, Jerome. I'm glad you said, like Adelia, you quickly said 3 really good things. I'm gonna bring out the most important one. At least I think one I would have left out. I wouldn't have brought it up. Rapport. I would not have brought it up. I just automatically, in my head, I just automatically assumed rapport from every step, but I forgot that we actually have to build rapport. It's so ingrained in me. I just wouldn't have mentioned it. I just flat out, I would not have mentioned building rapport. So here it is. Come up on you, Adonia. Hey, your tongue in my mouth. Total stranger. Not how you. That's not how you do that. So change your presentation, Antonio. Sure. Hey, man. May I kiss you like the French culture? Better words. Still not gonna happen. Now she's just poetically offended. You have still offended your audience. As a matter of fact, Grace, go ahead and put "don't offend your audience." Put that down too, because I would have brought that up. But I want to show a sneaky way we offend our audience. I'll show a sneaky way. Bit of rapport is fantastic, Jerome. You're absolutely right. Bit of rapport is fantastic. I'm glad you brought that up. Good. When our money gets low, we've messed up on these things. Let's start off with the presentation and the sales of words real quick. Presentation and sales of words. That's where the skill comes in. So instead of me teaching you how to fix your presentation, and instead of me teaching you how to fix your sales words, do you mind if I speed you up and let you just copy off my paper? Okay. Now, in school, copying is wrong. Entrepreneurship, it's Tuesday. That's what copying is. It's the truth. Right? School does not teach you anything about life. Not K through 12. I mean, I guess it teaches you Friday is a good day when all the days are good, right? But anyway, I guess it teaches that. Oh, it teaches you nationalism. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. It teaches you that. So instead of teaching you this here, how do we copy the answers? Grace, give me a suggestion of how to copy off my paper.
Copy off your paper.
Presentation and sales words.
Oh,
You cannot copy off your paper, right? I mean, I'm just gonna say, can I see what you're doing over there? I'm just gonna be in your business. Sorry, Grace.
There you go. No, that's it.
That's it.
Grace, how do we get in my business in 2022? Almost 2023.
Come right on and ask me about it.
How do I ask without asking? Oh, look at you. Build a good sales phone. That's mine now.
That's it. Deal.
Oh, you leaving, retiring your job, making your company your first client, huh? Me too. So I want to bless y'all. Good to see you, Sheena. I want to bless y'all. But if you just joined us, a couple of you just joined us, we're talking about what to do when your business is running slow. Well, this has another name, but this is what we're talking about. When your business is running slow, when your change is strange, and your money is funny, what do we do? How do we get out of that situation? We highlighted a few things. One, you're just not thinking about slow seasons. Two, You're not the leader somebody's looking for. They're looking at you. Don't worry about that one. 3, you just don't want to get on the phone and call people. Got you. 4, you haven't built rapport. 5, you don't want to feed your audience. I think that's where we stop. So we want to get better at our one idea in our slow down seasons. I want everybody right now listen to me before you check out. I want all of you to, everybody needs $2,000 for your lights get cut off, your car gets repossessed, and your mortgage goes, or your house goes back to the bank. We make this realistic. I mean, that sounds real realistic to me. Like I didn't even bring up fake bills. Like lights, car, and house are real struggles. As fine as Janice is, you cannot invite her to your house and for a cold, dark shower. That's not gonna happen. She gonna need to see some heat, some lights. You understand? All right, it's just evolution. You can't just invite Grace girl. I'm gonna take care of you in the dark. Why the water ain't getting hot? Oh, I ain't paid the bill. Better hurry up and use that water and save some because I ain't paid the water bill either. I'm gonna get cut off tomorrow. Put that water in the cup. All right, so we got to fix these things. We have to fix these problems. All of you have $2,000 that you need today. How do we go get it? Trading power, right? I've already talked about that, so I'm not going to talk about that today. Get attention. I already talked about that, so I'm not going to talk about it today. What I want to do is I want to give you a cheat sheet that you can apply right now. Hope for the best. Okay? That's what I want to do. Okay, Grace. That is true. That can be very fun. Not permanently, though. Not permanently. Permanently, it's solitary confinement. All right. Grace, I need $2,000. What's the first thing you want me to do? Well, the first thing I want you to do is I need you to learn how to get out your situation. I ain't got time for that, Antonio. All right, then, well. What's the second thing I want to do? Just get me out of my situation. Say less. Let's talk about that. Can you see where we are? I don't have time to learn. Just tell me what to do. That's your favorite thing. That is your favorite thing. Antonio, just tell me what to do. That's our favorite thing. All right, here we go. Sales and presentation. If you need $2,000, you need to go find somebody selling a $2,000 product. See what I did? You need to go find somebody selling something for $2,000. If you need a $2,000 real quick, you need to go find somebody selling something for $2,000. Y'all hearing me? And however they selling that, so are you. You understand? Now, it will work 100% of the time if you put that in front of the right audience. Now, there comes the hard part. What? Oh, no. Yeah. What is the right audience? Who is the right audience? And how do we find the right audience? Man. I don't know if I have enough time today to cover these 3.
Repeat that, please.
Grace, what is the right audience? Who is the right audience? And how do I find the right audience? I'm going to make the rest of the call on those last 3 things. Let me answer these other questions first. You don't think about it. Stop. If you're not the leader they're looking for, stop that too. All right? I'm just going to get you that here. You don't get on the phone. All right, then we'll jump in the inbox comments or something. Okay, we'll establish rapport first because that's not going to work. Number 5 is rapport. If you're getting referrals and it's not working, your presentation. Okay, so number 4, your presentation. Steal somebody else's good presentation. And then number 6, how not to offend people. Here's a sneaky way you offend people. You wear a tuxedo to the beach. That's the sneakiest way you offend people. That you are just doing too much for that audience. You don't know how to adjust to your audience, and you should. One of the biggest ways you can offend people is not adjusting to your audience. In a tuxedo at the beach tells me you don't belong here. And we're very tribal thinking people. You're the weird guy. How do I wear a tuxedo to your beach, Grace? I say, Grace, give me referrals. And then I send you 2,000 referrals that I don't even know who they are, but I bought their list. While that does look good, that's me wearing a tuxedo to the beach, Grace is going to stop calling me and working with her for referrals because all the referrals that I gave her, I didn't know. Now she got in trouble. And now I can't get no money with her because my list got her in trouble. Tuxedo to the beach. Does Grace want 2,000 referrals? You doggone right. If she wants you to buy a solicited list, no. That's tuxedo to it. Alrighty. Who is the right audience? What is the right audience? How do we find them? Let's start with the what. That's the hardest part. So everybody went, what is the right audience? That don't make sense, Antonio. What's the what? I thought you mean who? What you mean, what is the right audience? I don't get it. All right, so let's try to define the difference between what and who with not definitions, but real examples. Grace, what you selling?
Solar.
Okay. We'll just give me
tickets.
one. Ron.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
No, fair enough. Thank you for contacting us. Please confirm your full physical post address associated with the account. Yes, I could do that, even though you took all day. If I have received a response, I can make necessary changes. Hold on, quick. Gianna, do me a favor. Copy and paste me both address. I need the 220 and the 509. 220 and 509. Okay, good. Just put them. Let's say I would have either put 220 or I would have put this one. I'm not sure which one. Okay. Who is my audience? That's the hardest thing. Well, you know what? Let me make sure I'm in the right. Let me make sure. How many of you got a great idea? You know you're doing what God told you to do or whatever you say, and people still not buying from you. And then you go out there and try to find people to buy from you. You have no idea what to look. Is this a real problem in this community? Finding the people that's going to buy from you?
Yes.
Antoine? Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So this is the biggest problem there because that's what it sounds like. Like, I know what to do. I've been listening to you for a long time, Antonio, but I don't know what the hell these people that is going to buy from me. And the best idea you come up with, okay. Yeah. And the best idea you come up with is what, Facebook groups, right? That's as far as we can get. Facebook groups, maybe, Okay, gotcha. All right, hold on real quick. Let me just send this message to Unity. I'm trying to get back in my account. Okay. And now, do you have a picture of my license? Oh, send that to me too, just in case I need to get back. I spent like 5,000. Nah, it wasn't 5,000. I spent a lot of money on my union account. They need to let me back in. You hear me? Little scooters. Yeah. Anyway. So where do we go find our audience? Is it a Facebook group, Antonio? Well, maybe, could be. I don't know. Probably not. Is it a LinkedIn group? Well, maybe, Antonio, could be. I don't know. Probably not. So what is it, Antonio? Tell me what it is. What is it, Antonio? Tell me what it is. All right, it's a good question, Grace. What you think? Make y'all struggle. Go ahead, Grace. How do we find your audience for solar?
Well, you always say poll your audience.
Okay.
But I know you said, like, if you're on social media, let's say, for instance, Facebook, don't poll your audience from your personal account because those people are not going to buy from you. They're not your friends to buy from you. So,
That's fair.
wow, it's tough. That
That's
is tough.
completely fair. Completely fair. Who knows how to find their audience? Anybody? Like you need an answer.
I know you always
Remember
talk
it.
about
Remember it.
you always talk about look for
Mhm.
people that are
Mhm.
not happy, disgruntled about maybe the topic you're talking about. But what came up for me for all of a sudden, because I'm in a state where solar is a big deal. And eventually we're all gonna have solar. I don't know if anybody don't know that, but it's gonna happen. It's not gonna be, it's just gonna be the norm with because we're all gonna need to have electric cars. So maybe educating on even on a platform, I guess, I don't know, or dealerships or so. I'm not really sure, but something to that level, because eventually we are all going to be driving an electric car of some sort. Now, just for emissions, California is always on top of all of that stuff first. So it's probably us knuckleheads that are going to do it first. Solar is necessary. My mother has a solar charging station in her garage. So so it's convenient. So we got the positiveness of solar and the way the world is going should be part of all conversations. I just don't know how. I don't have a recommendation how to do that, but I believe that could help.
Yeah, fair enough. No, fair enough. Absolutely, and that's definitely it's coming. California is about 15 years ahead of the rest of the world, or America. I mean, but yeah, it's definitely coming for sure. Grace, the boss, Melissa, wants me to ask you about your company that you're building, your venture capital firm.
Mm-hmm.
What's the what or the who of venture capitalists? This is not an easy question to answer.
Ooh, wow.
This is not easy. If it was easy, you wouldn't be here.
Right. So the what of the venture capital firm would be businesses who want to sell stocks.
If I pass the microphone around, everybody here gonna struggle, from Melissa all the way down to Antonio. This ain't easy. It's not easy. It's not easy figuring out what your audience is, who your audience is, and where they are. It is not easy. It's not. Let's talk about Facebook. We can give you an example. This is how complicated some of y'all businesses are. You are not the audience of Facebook. The audience of Facebook. Actually, you're not of any social media, not just Facebook. So I don't want to pick on Facebook. Any social media, period, that is currently a startup that has no business model and bringing in no revenue It's very popular. Clubhouse, I remember Clubhouse. Facebook in 2009. LinkedIn for a long time. Airbnb. Anything like that in the beginning. You were the audience. You were the audience. But as soon as they start advertising, you're not the audience no more. You become the product. The audience becomes the advertisers. Well, Facebook's audience, LinkedIn's audience, TikTok's audience, not you. When Deanna go to the restroom and watch TikTok and she been there for 3 hours, she on TikTok videos.
Ain't
like
nobody
everybody
needs to know
else.
all that.
That's the
You
whole
know,
right and left side of this
I
call.
get that, but don't nobody need to know what I do in my quiet time.
Well, all right, then. TikTok is part of her quiet time. You understand? So when he go do that there, people like me buying ads is the audience. She is the product. So the what of Facebook would be the micro, and the who of Facebook would be the macro. And that's everybody's question. And it's everybody's answer. I will break it down some more. But know, Janice, that every time you use Facebook, you're not the customer. That's why they do what they want to do. I promise you, the algorithm for your Facebook timeline and the algorithm for my ads don't change at the same frequency. The algorithm for my ads rarely changes. The algorithm for your timeline changes once a week. Because I'm the one paying money, Antoine. All right, so you say, I own a car lot. Say less. Got you. Can someone tell me who is the real customer for any car lot? If you want to understand and get out of slow season, you might want to understand this. Who is the real customer for any car lot?
The one that's
It is a trick question.
is it
It
the
is a
one?
trick question.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know the one that because car lots need cars, so the person that's
Okay.
selling the car to the car lot.
You are doing a damn good job. Clap for her. I mean, you
ahead,
are
Grace,
just.
man.
I didn't expect
Grace.
nobody to get that.
Woo!
Yes. Good job, Grace. The bank is the customer for a car lot. They all seem to use Experian too. Credit check. I don't know what the hell wrong. The bank is the customer for the car lot. Now, if you come in and spend cash, then your cash is the customer now. You understand? Your cash is the bank. Okay, go ahead, Phil.
Breaking news. Epic Games agree to pay $520 million over to the FTC investigation into Fortnite violations.
Yep. I didn't know that was breaking news, but there you go. They make
Well, that's why it's
tons of
breaking
money.
news, because you didn't know it. If you knew it, it wouldn't be breaking
Yeah, I
news.
know, right?
Just saying.
Good
Yeah.
point. Yeah, I know, right? Wow, $520 million. Remember, Epic Games went to war with Apple. Epic Games went to war with Apple, and I think Apple's gonna have to change their policy sooner or later. But they're so big. Maybe we'll see. Well, Apple keeps 30% of everything that you do. Everything, which is kind of crazy. But how do you stop a company that has 2 billion devices on the planet? And everybody has one. It's kind of difficult. But anyway, remember, Oprah has her own TV network and has a show on Apple TV. because you walk around with a TV in your pocket and Oprah say, I need to be there. Right. The customer for the car lot is actually the bank. The bank is actually the people paying the car lot. The bank customer is actually you. Really need y'all to get this before you check out. Go, twirl your pinky toes and stuff and all that, stuff you're gonna do. I get it. I need you to get that.
Can you repeat
Knowing the
those,
what and the who. I got you.
those three things again? Thank you.
When I go to the car lot, I'm not Ken's customer. Bank is. What am I? I'm Ken's product. So what are the cars in this equation? Depends. If Ken bought those cars with cash, those are his products. And then he's swapping products. He's selling a car to the bank, and the bank is selling access to that car to you. If Ken borrowed that money, well then, that's the bank's stuff. Ken is just the middleman pushing that debt along. I know you don't think about car lots this way, but you should. Not the car lot is the problem. I want you to get that when people need to borrow, then you need to impress the bank, not the people. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, there's also the floor plan. That's who's financing all those cars that are sitting on that lot. I've always been amazed when I drive down the street how much money is just sitting on the lot, just sitting there. That's called floor plans, and who's financing that? The bank is financing that for the car dealer.
All right. And you're talking about, and they make a living just making sure that people on the highway can see money is just sitting there. Like they're in the business of just keeping money sitting. Because if you drive down the highway and there's no cars there, you're going to think that place is doing bad or poorly. All right. So the what is micro, the macro is who. What's the difference between micro and macro? Micro is data. Micro says that the average age of this call is 45 years old. That's your micro. So the what of your business will be 45-year-olds. The who is macro. That's the behavior in a thing. 45-year-olds, let's describe this call, who want more than just extra income, who value personal development over income, who are entrepreneurs, probably the black sheep of their families, and self-sufficient, completely motivated. I can keep going because y'all got a lot of, and who read every day or week. That's 6. What else is some strong? Alpha women, Sigma men. Most of y'all are actually Sigma men, not alpha men, but I'll give you alpha if you want it. Sigma men is stronger than alpha, but okay. And yeah, so that's 7. That's the who. So the what tells you the industry or tells you the data. 45-year-olds, 45 to 55. When Janet says, I want to sell Pop-Tarts, okay. Who are you selling Pop-Tarts to? Kids or parents who don't feel like getting up every 3 hours and cooking for these damn kids. Obviously, it's me you selling Pop-Tarts to. I'm your customer. I'm your Huckleberry. You're not selling it to the kids. You're just not. You're selling Pop-Tarts to parents who don't want to cook. Well, so let's do the what there. So you say, well, what's the what in Pop-Tarts? None cookers. What's
It's
the
quick.
who?
It's non-cookers,
People
quick,
who want some.
fast,
People who want
not
something quick.
messy.
People want something fast. Yeah, put people in front of it because right, we're not
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
sorry.
robots.
People want something quick. People want something fast. People want something that's not messy. People want something that is transferable. Like you can't take a plate of eggs, sausage, grits and toast into the car on the way to
Okay,
school.
And also people who want
good
people
point.
who have kids who can make these Pop Tarts their damn selves. I think no
Exactly.
idea.
So while we're getting
I
ready
know
in the
that's right.
morning, go fix your Pop Tart. Okay, get dressed, brush your teeth, go fix your Pop Tarts, get your backpack. Let's go to the car.
All right,
That's what
good.
people want, like transferable food when you're moving fast and early, especially for those parents
No,
who,
no doubt.
transition. Like I gotta get the
Mhm.
kids to school and I gotta get to work. We ain't got time to cook a full breakfast. Pop them Pop Tarts in the toaster. Let's
No,
go.
you're right. You're
Convenience.
right. One convenience, right? There's
There
your
it
who
is.
again. Yeah, convenience. There's one that we left out. It would have been the first I would have said. Well, besides y'all cook this yourself, so it would have been the second that I would have said. But y'all left it out because you don't play the game as much as I do. Gamers. It was in your answer. Transfer.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't. Let's take Deanna's example. You can't eat eggs, bacon, and toast on a plate while competing in a first-person shooter. On a game, I can't pause. I just can't do it. This is not the way it works. So Pop Tart.
Pop Tarts. That's it. They so
Okay,
cool. They
real
came
quick.
out with little Pop Tart miniatures when you just pop them in your mouth. Boom.
Okay, that makes sense. They eat Pop Tarts right out the pack and go. There you go. Absolutely. All right. So we can see what's micro, who. So let's use Grace now. Let's go back to you, Grace. Since
Yes, sir.
we're double dipping, let's have to get idea of using your venture capital. So who is the what? I mean, what's the what? All right. So you go people who need money. Got it. Obviously.
Okay.
But who need money?
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
that just depends on. Well, there's plenty of answers, but it also depends on your investment style. You understand? Do you want businesses that have gone through a business incubator, a startup incubator like Y Combinator or ATS? That could be your who. That's going to change based on your preferences. If you have a venture capitalist firm and you want to know how to find the who, just watch Shark Tank. Just go to YouTube, type in Shark Tank full episodes. There's because all the questions they're answering and asking are who questions. Because all they're doing is, what's your sales? That's how many sales you did. What they're doing is they're saying, I'm separating. When the first question that comes out of somebody's mouth is, what's your sales? That's a what now. I only want the what and people who have sold already. And then they'll start asking.
So that's part of the who, people who have sold already.
In your case, yes. If you go to
Okay.
Shark Tank,
Right.
then it's the what. Because ain't no sense in me spending, $500 million. Now, Shark Tank, who becomes who is going to give me 10%? Who is going to give me 3%? Who's going to give me 30% of their company? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? Who? Lastly, the demon of them all, the where. Jesus. So difficult. I promise you, if you can find out where your audience is, you will solve all your problems. You really will. If you can find out what, who, and where, you really won't have much of a problem. You really won't. Like your problem now, if you know who, what, and where, your problem now is, write this down for me, Grace. If you know who, if you know what, and if you know where, you create a different problem. You create, what are you selling them? And then that has its own nuances. Are you selling them something for pleasure? Are you selling them something to solve their pain? That's it. It's really only pleasure and pain. If I am the store polishing Janice's toes, then I am selling her pleasure. The mental pleasure of she is upkept, and the mental pleasure of what she got to take off. She probably ain't wear no socks. All you women with pretty toes on your wear socks. Anyway, when she got to walk by her outfit, you understand. When she walked by her outfit, pleasure that people know she's a good-looking woman. You understand? That pleasure. It makes sense. A barber is selling pleasure. When I walk out with that fresh fade, Antoine, that's there. Let me just talk men talk. I'm not talking to you women. I just got a private message. Please do not read out loud. Got it. That was a good message. I needed it. Yes. Now I'm tempted, very tempted to read out loud now. Very tempted. Very tempted to read out loud. Such a rebel. Such a rebel. Where? Deanna, where? Where are you going to get your audience? You can't answer where to last. If you don't know the who and what, you can't answer where. This is why most of us can't answer where, because we haven't gone through the thought process of asking who and what. My company, me personally, shifted. What would be who wants to get out the middle? I mean, the people want to get out the middle class. Now, who? Well, that has a lot of answers to it. Where are they? They're everywhere. Now, that's my problem, Adonia. How do I find them scattered so far apart? They're everywhere. They're on LinkedIn, they're on Facebook, they're on this, they're on that. The way that I find them is I add value by posting content. I don't try to sell to Facebook and on Facebook. I try to sell to the people who are commenting. Missed it. That was so good. Facebook's too big. Where your audience? They on Facebook. How many are in your comments? None. Then you ain't got no audience. That's why I create playlists all the time. On Facebook, if you go look at my Facebook, go look at my YouTube, playlists. Why? Because those platforms want you to watch my video, and then they're going to suggest another video like mine because they want you on their platform. I want you on mine. Get Facebook. I want you on facebook.com/DATSJR. So I use playlists, because in the playlist, it sends you to the next video. If it's just a video, it sends you to the next video that's according to your algorithm that you may like. All right. I'm done for the day. Y'all are going to, oh, hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm sorry. One more thing. I got to finish the where. My bad. I answered it in my head. What you want to do is there's three types of traffic. Traffic you don't control, traffic you do control, and traffic you own. What you want to do is you want to find all this traffic and make it traffic you own. So this is where the where comes in. But in turn, I don't have a list, okay? And I don't have people come in, okay? So what should I do now? Go to where people are commenting and start establishing relationships with them. Or excuse me, go to where, write this down as I said. Go to where people are commenting on the product in your market. And then establish a relationship with them. That's your answer. I don't, Antonio, I don't have. I'm Tree and Press. We don't have this. We don't have this. We don't have that. Tree and Press has like a 20,000 email person list, but you get the point. I'm using her as an example. We don't have this. We don't have that. All right. Who has it? Well, Amazon has it. Okay. I'll show you what it is. Let's see if we can solve this problem right now. Share my screen. Don't say I ain't helped you. Don't say I ain't helped you. Right here, you come in, we type in Amazon. Ain't such a plan. Amazon. See what the hell pop up. Come right here. Right. Move out the way. Come right here. And then I want groups. Oh, those are my groups. Hold on. Amazon. I want. There we go. Groups. All right. Amazon online shopping. Okay. That's 76,000 people for me, ain't it? Let me look at y'all face. Dropping this knowledge. I'll be. Let's say I want to sell to people who I'm building an Amazon competitor. Where am I? I'll make this hard. I'm building an Amazon competitor. Where am I supposed to go, Antonio? Well, you say, well, go to Facebook. They're on Amazon. I go to, no, that's what you do. Remember, I need to break this down to me. I want to come into my search. I want to search for Amazon. I want to go to groups. I'll do it again. And now, if I'm building an Amazon competitor, there's 76,000 people, 133,000. So they're here selling on Amazon. So if I offer them a sweeter percentage in here, I've got something to do. 13,000, 283,000. Bam. This makes it easier for me. Because 2 billion people, let me show y'all. This is what y'all trying to do. This is my timeline. This is my personal timeline, which I never use. This is what y'all trying to do. Abracadabra. Shazam. There we go. This is what y'all try to do. You come down in your timeline. You stop. This is. Can't be taking that much for resources. Anyway, timeline will show up at some point. Feel like I had a malfunction. All right, there we go. We go, okay. Oh, I could sell to them. Ooh, I could sell to her. Ooh, who gonna buy for me? I need somebody to buy for me. I need somebody to buy for me. You scroll. How many of y'all do this? How many of y'all scroll down? I have no idea who none of these people are. Oh, yes, I do. You scroll down your timeline and you go, somebody needs to buy for me. Who does this? All of us, Antonio. Or do you go on here and you post, hey, y'all, buy from me. You do it in a different way, but you get the point. So essentially, that's not what we want to do. Not at all. We don't want to do that. What we want to do, yes, I want to leave. What we want to do is we want to come her, go to groups, type in Amazon, and all I want is this here. So Grace says, well, I want money. All right, venture capitalist. Capital. Boom. Right here. Everywhere Grace needs to be. I'm a motivational speaker. Motivational.
Antonio,
Yes, sir.
put in angel investors. See what comes up.
Yep.
And then before we leave, I got 2 things.
Okay, and that's going to be angel investors a better search because this is people looking for angel investors. There you go. Yeah, I get it. You can go ahead now with 2 things, Phil.
Well, number one, tonight, sorry, I'm screaming. And we have the authors on the call tonight. So 6:30 Eastern time, 5:30 your time. We've already done the first section of it, and you can get that on the recording. We'll be going into the second section of it. Second, I just got a great research. How many know the name Brian Tracy? He's been around forever. He's written many, many books. He's got a free goal setting system on his website. So if you go to briantracy.com, it's called Goals, How to Get Everything You Want Faster Than You Ever Thought Possible. It's 15 pages. You don't need the cover page or the last page. So I printed only 13 pages. You had to save you no money there. But it's a system to set goals and to monitor your goals and to stay up with your goals. And it's the simplest and most complete system I've seen in a long, long time. So you go to briantracy.com, scroll down, free goal setting system, click on that, and he'll email it to you. And with the new year coming up, I think now would be a real appropriate time to you go through this process. Susan and I are going to go through it for sure. That's all, folks.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Brian Tracy is a rock star. Sure. And he knows universal laws better than just about anybody I know. Sure. So he is definitely a rock star. All right. That is it from me. I know y'all got to use the restroom and got to work. So that's it for me. So let me tell you these final statements. Final statements, repeat one thing Phil said, and then I guess I'll remind you about the video games. Let's repeat what Phil said. 5:30 tonight. Be on the Sorry I'm Streaming because everything is simply already there. We kind of already wrote this stuff down. Now you can go through it and get extra help. Plus the class is probably the best one at ATS. Secondly, if you want to learn how to build video games and go get your $150,000 a year job, then reach out to Grace or Deanna. We'll talk to you after that. And then thirdly and lastly, yes, Renee, I answered the question, but the answer was yes, all facts. And after that, my last words to you are simple. You need money because this universe charges it, or the folly of man is we charging it. It's not the universe. Therefore, you ain't got no choice. If you know who and what and find where, you can do anything. Those are the hardest parts. Antonio, how'd you learn this? Being broke. No other way. All right, y'all. We see y'all at 5:30. You can plan better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
Good. See you for Sorry I'm Streaming tonight, everybody. Y'all have a good one.